Welcome in, welcome in. What's going on, everybody? Congratulations, Aku, you redeemed first. Um, does that mean, and I don't encourage this, does that mean you can also redeem second? I wouldn't recommend it. But I saw that you had, I think, a second and a third. So I went ahead and stole your brilliant idea and added a, I don't recommend. Well, how's it go? To the winner goes the spoils, right? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. I actually saw Aku in chat earlier. We were watching our friend Hexatrex and Chrissy Lee or Chrissy Lay. Everyone says Chrissy, but they were both streaming earlier. They were streaming Backrooms? I don't know which Backrooms it was. It might have been Backrooms Together. It was the multiplayer one. They were playing that earlier today, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Well, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. What's going on, Hex? I was just saying that I was watching you earlier with Chrissy, playing the Backrooms game. I gotta remember which Backrooms it was. Let me give you all a shout out real quick, though. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna find out right now. Right now. Everyone hold on. Backrooms Together. You want to know a sad story? I bought that game and I have not yet actually booted it up. Like, not one time. Funny enough. Wow, look at that. Chrissy Lee, I believe. We discussed this before? I have an awful memory. So I do not remember if it was Lee. Rhyme mode. No, don't activate it. Give it time. Okay, okay. Pauline. We'll do Pauline. We could do that. Why do you do this to me? It is. You're doing good. All right. Excellent, excellent. I need points. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go make everything way more expensive. All right? Just because I know people out there, they be really scoping out the redeems, which is fine. That's the point of them. I need points. Well, you got to cut back on the hydrates. You're going to have to cut back on the Waluigi, but we're not actually going to be doing Waluigi, right? We got a redeem for Pauline, which I'm excited for. Pauline's great. It just goes right, brother. I'll take 3 Pauline races. I could do that for you. I went ahead and I swapped out Mario Kart here for the 1440p variant. So it should look a little better. I'm going to be really testing if they fix my internet or not. Let me catch up on chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. I think we're good. I think we're good. Go ahead and launch in there. I know you can't hear the game right now. But yeah, we could do Pauline. We'll pick the cart, the character, and the outfit. We'll do that as a family. Send me a screenshot of your friend code. In fact, if you do !FC, it should post into the chat. Make it easier for you. I believe, like it says at the top there. No, just F and C. There's no U involved there. Let's go ahead and get a Mario Kart sound going. Should be able to hear it now. Just being tough. Wait. Here we go. Alright, we got a Pauline redeem. Oh, what a banger. She's over here, right? Next to the other ladies? No? She's gotta be, right? It's... Oh, banger alert. Pauline's not a princess, right? She's the mayor. Am I correct in this? Is that the lore? What do you mean she's not? Is she by the villains? Pauline's not a villain. Why? Okay, she's by Rosalina. Maybe it's in, like, I don't know. So we got the dress, and we got the slick fit. I like this one, but we can go with the dress. So you get to decide, Chrissy. It's either or for me. I do have a preference for the arrow. You know. You can hear her humming in the background. I think she is like the mayor. Yeah, she's like the mayor of New Donk City, which is hilarious. I do love the arrow suit. I do too. Let's see. Let's find something fancy. This one's kind of fancy, you know, but like, I don't know if it's great. I want to go on the really cool looking motorcycle. Where's that one at? I'm blind. Don't answer that. There we go. All right, we got the selection. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a lobby for those interested in racing. Wait, how does she ride a motorcycle in a dress? You know, I'm glad you asked, because that means we get to listen to Dire Dire Docks here for a moment. And Dire Dire Docks is an incredible song. This is how it looks. It doesn't make any actual sense. So, you want the dress? I mean, the dress is cute. It's a cute dress. It's not bad. You know? It's like... It's fine. It's fine. I used to play Dire Dire Docks on piano. It's the only song that I can still mostly play from memory. I've been wanting to learn that one on piano too, Hex. It's so good. Okay, why did I expect any different? No, I want the suit. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't select the suit. But that's awesome. I didn't know you played an instrument, Hex. That's sick. Okay. Did you ever make like music, do recordings or anything like that? Oh, of course, of course. You spent the points. You get to pick, you know? Get a little warmed up here, you know? No, I just played casually for fun. That's awesome. That's kind of how I played. My friend brought over a keyboard one day in high school, and he left it at my house. Oh, wait. No, enough of my dumb story. Do you see this right now? There's like a trio of the Patuis causing a traffic jam right now. Look at that. It's adorable. But yeah, he brought a keyboard over, and I was obsessed with it. So, you gonna warn us when you're getting a haircut, or just show up and jump scare us? I'm probably just gonna show up and jump scare y'all. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna cut it off. I would have already done it had the lady who used to cut my hair ever text me back. I don't know if she cuts hair anymore, but I would have done it. Well, actually, I did play a little bit in a concert for school, mostly as a group setting, but I did have a mini solo that lasted all of 5 seconds. I mean, you owned it though, man. Those are your 5 seconds. Dude, I used to be in the band in high school, but I played the bass drum, the big old drum. And when you were doing like, you know, the cadences and whatnot, we'd all go back and forth through the soloing section, and we would all spend all our free time trying to come up with cooler and cooler solos. It was so fun. But that's awesome, Hex. I did not know that you played piano. Alrighty, Mary, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you stopping in. It's a really cool badge. Is that Biohazard? You played the trombone? That's awesome, Aku. I can't play woodwinds or brass because I have asthma. I don't think it'll work. I did. Yeah, I don't think I could play any of the instruments involving a lot of lung capacity because I do not have a very good lung capacity. I like to sing. It'd be a little difficult. Umbrella Corp from Resident Evil. I was saying Biohazard. That's like that Japanese version of it, but I'm picking up what you're putting down. It is. I also have asthma and almost died in marching band. I didn't know I had asthma. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You play the French horn? The French horn's so beautiful. I love the French horn. My cool-ass wife can play like everything because she's a band director. That's so cool. That's so cool. Living in Louisiana, I know many musicians. My dad's a musician. He plays the guitar like a bat out of hell. You play bassoon? What's going on, Sam? You play bassoon? That's sick. You know what? Hold on. A quick round of shoutouts. I don't have any mods in the chat, which is fine, so... Rissy's in here. What a banger that's playing by right now, by the way. Bassoon is sick. Bassoon, oboe. What else is sick? I love all those instruments. Absolutely. Sketchy Iguana, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if that played anywhere on the screen. I recently went and redid all of my little notifications the other day. But I appreciate the follow. If you're interested in doing Mario Kart, you're in the right place. We're going to open up a private lobby in just a moment here. Hell yeah, and a snare drum on my local sports ball band. That's awesome. Snare's so fun. I actually have a practice pad that, you know, it's not a real snare head, but you can practice your paradiddles and your flams and your all those fun things and your rolls. Super, super fun. Yeah, I was watching Chrissy play Escape the Backrooms, which is super, super cool. But I don't think, Sam, I've yet to see you stream just yet. I'm not sure what time you stream. If you want to go ahead and let us know in the chat, so I have a better idea of when to catch you live. Speaking of brass, bro. That sounds like an oboe right there. I do love me some big band music. I understand not everyone likes the sound of the brass. I get it. I had a friend, and she is not a fan of brass. But I think secretly it's because she plays the woodwind. And I can understand as a woodwind player being upset that the brass was always up in your face, right? Hey, welcome in, Jade. We were just talking about you, I believe. It was all good things. We were talking about music and people playing instruments. We got a very musical group here. And you're welcome, by the way, Chrissy. I'm usually starting late for West Coast. So I'm like 9 or 10. How many hours is that from now? Because I'm a very ignorant man. And it's very difficult for me to know what the time zones are. Oh my god. I did something crazy just now. Sam, why didn't you tell me I wasn't following you already, by the way, buddy? I'm like, I never see you online. That might be the reason why. I'm going to make it look like it's your fault when it's not, because it's actually my fault. But I'm going to obfuscate that by offloading the responsibility. As we do, as adults do. Let me catch up. Everyone's saying hey, everyone's saying hey. I used to hate saxophones until I became a fan of Moon Hooch. I'm not sure if I know Moon Hooch, Hex. 4 hours from now, awesome. Couldn't me. I absolutely hate all music and instruments. That's funny. Oh, couldn't be me, I get you. Lol, I have been ranting about that in my stream. What's that? The time zones? Or about not liking saxophones. You ever looked up the history of the guy who made a saxophone? Like how absolutely brutal his life was. He got like struck by lightning. All kinds of crazy shit happens to this guy. Which makes sense because people really don't like saxophone players, despite the fact that the saxophone is a beautiful instrument. It's a badass instrument. And everyone who's hating on it, we gotta admit, we're just hating. It's just hate. The saxophone's incredible. I love the sound of the instrument. They're like jazz fusion. I've always explained them as experimental jazz, though. Yeah, jazz fusion is actually a lot older than I think most of us would probably be able to do. Can I post a link, Atticus? I don't know if you try it out. I don't think it'll kick you or ban you or nothing. But, see, this is what I'm talking about. You're so smart. What did I miss? About, is it because of the saxophone? The saxophone comment? You're like, he gets it. Everyone hates on the fucking saxophone, but I know that the saxophone's goated with the sauce. Alright? I get it. I love sax. Saxophone. I'm gonna say saxophone. We're gonna keep this PG-13 stream, y'all. Despite the fact that I'm dropping like the F-bomb and everything. No, I absolutely do love the saxophone. I like almost all instruments. It's easier for me to name the instruments I don't like, which I couldn't even tell you. How fucking dare you? Watch your fucking mouth. Okay, did the links work? They did excellent. I think so. No, wait, those are Okay. If you don't like it, there's aspects that are entertaining. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let me go ahead and put it on a different English horn could go burn in the pits. I gotta remind myself, familiarize myself again with what the English horn sounds like. Ooh, Moon Hooch. I'm gonna put this on my watch later. Where's this at? I don't even do that. Save. Watch later. There we go. It's been saved. Alright. I have sax friends in a group called Homosexual. But yeah, the jazz fusion thing. Jazz fusion's huge. There's an album from a guy. I don't know if you'd call it jazz. It's not jazz fusion, but a musician I really enjoy. I'm gonna post his album here. It's a... I think I posted it before. Let me go ahead and cut this real quick. Cut. This is an album here I absolutely love. It's Ryo Fukui. The album is... what was it called? Mellow Dream? No, this is Scenery, 1976, and it's really good. This guy plays the piano like a bat out of hell. But it's a four-piece band, I believe. It sounds like a mix of an oboe, bassoon, and a strangled goose. Oh, that's funny. Enough double reed slander. English horn is one of the hardest instruments. When it's great, it's gorgeous. Is it a double reed instrument? Look, first of all, I got sensitive lips. I don't think I could play a reed instrument, just straight up. I think I'd be tickled the whole time. Beyond that, I have asthma. I'd probably pass out in the middle of, you know, whatever, Swan Lake, whatever uses an English horn. And yes, I picked Swan Lake because I do like music from ballets. I think they're goated with the sauce. I go and see the Nutcracker every year for Christmas. I love that freaking ballet. It's incredible. Asthma havers unite. I don't have severe asthma. I think I grew out of it as I got older and my lungs got bigger. I was like small when I was a kid, and at some point I became unsmall. I went from like, I don't know how tall I was growing up. A lot of that time of my life is just somewhere in the past, and I don't think I'll ever remember it. Doesn't even matter. But like, I'm like a little over 6 foot now, so my lungs got bigger, and I think that means that they're a little more efficient. Oh, I don't hate all double reeds. I just think the English horn gives the rest of them a bad name. I love it. I think it's just gonna be me for now, guys. For the race, by the way. So we're just going to go ahead and do, I'm going to do, what do you call it? Let's just do regular races. I'm going to do normal races, because if I do knockout tours, I'm going to be struggling to keep up with y'all. Do y'all want to make this to a drinking game? Sounds like somebody said yes. I don't know who. Whoever said it, they said yes. So we're going to do that. But what position do I drink? If I don't make it in the top half, I take a sip. Same, I've technically only ever had one asthma attack in my life, but it was terrifying. I mostly sometimes just have more of a cough and a harder time breathing. Drunk at Atticus is my favorite. It's my favorite too. Sorry, my wife has strong opinions. There's nothing to be sorry about. I like strong opinions are great. As long as we can be nice about it, we can disagree about everything. You know what I mean? Is that red? Is that really more like a maroon? You know, just get into it. Let's break it down. What's your drink of choice? Honestly, I like beer, and if I had some Modelo Negros right now, I'd be drinking those. But I don't have those right now. Instead, I have the last of my Sazerac Rye Whiskey. It's a straight rye whiskey, 90 proof. It's delicious. I used to make Sazerac cocktails, which it talks about it right here in the back. This is actually the one I would make, which is you get a sugar cube, a lemon peel, 3 dashes of Peychaud's bitter, which is a bitter made here in Louisiana, and I actually have some in my freezer. And then you would line you would like, not rinse the cup, right, but you would take some absinthe, put it in there, swash it around, dump it out allegedly. You don't have to. You just don't put too much. Absinthe will absolutely fuck you up. And then you put the sugar in there. And I used to make the cocktails, but you gotta have like lemons, right? Ooh, the bottle's pretty. You know, that's actually why I got it. I was working at a place that had this on sale, and I was like, this bottle's pretty, and I Googled it and I realized it's actually a part of one of the oldest drinks in America, which is the Sazerac cocktail. At least originally from an American, as opposed to like something that came from some other place. But yeah, Peychaud's is made across the way from me at down on Jefferson Highway, and it's a local drink. But most places do not make them. You just have to get an old-fashioned and make do with that. Which I'm fine with. I like old-fashions as well. But I kind of prefer beer when I'm just like, you know, drinking just for the hell of it, when I'm with the boys. But I hope all of y'all had a wonderful week and that you're prepared for the weekend. I have no real plans for this weekend, though I do believe I'm scheduled to be streaming with Aku for the first time. On Sunday, we're going to be doing Mario Party, I believe. I don't know if that was a secret, because if it was, whoopsie daisy. Oh, so now I'm not a real plan? You were the only plan I mentioned. Literally the only mentioned plan was that we're playing Mario Party. So in fact, you are the plan. You know, how about that one? Everybody chill on that one. Oh, dude, Salty Speedway. This is my favorite map in the game. This one. Right over yonder. Yeah, I love this map. This map is awesome. We're gonna pick it. But we're not going there. We got Faraway Oasis. Which is like a light form of alliteration, right? Away Oasis? Faraway Oasis? I like alliteration. Someone made fun of me the other day for my affinity for alliterations. I like them. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to get my Switch to turn on, because it may be dead. You are talking to a troubleshoot expert as well as a Nintendo connoisseur. If your Nintendo Switch has not been on for a long time, it may be dead to the point where it will not charge on the dock. If you want to get it charged again, what you'll have to do is plug it directly into the wall. Do not charge it off of the dock. Instead, unplug the charger from the dock, plug it into the Switch directly, and plug it into the wall. That is usually the case for if it's been like completely drained. If you haven't played it in like a long time and it's been dead for a long time. I've had this happen to me. My wife and a few of my friends had this exact issue, and that's usually what works. I'm playing so poorly right now, you might have to get 4 rounds of Pauline to make up for it. I do really like this this map we're going to. The Faraway Oasis is great. There we go. Oh my god. Everybody chill out. Oh my god, stop it. Dude, I have 0 coins. Oh, never mind. We got 3 coins to our name. But yeah, I think we're playing Mario Party Jamboree. And I will admit, I've only ever played like 3 rounds or so of Mario Party Jamboree. It's not bad, but it is not my favorite Mario Party. But that's just because I'm like a Nintendo snob. Me too, yeah. I mean, it's fun. Oh my god, I knew that was going to happen. Who did that? That's despicable. I need to add a lightning counter. Alright, we're in like pretty much dead last. Let's see if we can bring it back, y'all. Also, if y'all want to let me know if the volume is balanced to your liking, please let me know. We appreciate all feedback here. You need a VOD counter. Yeah, honestly. It was plugged into the wall. It just has to be a bougie bitch, and only use the Nintendo charger, apparently. That's what I've read, but it's because of the Nintendo charger, I think it's just like a higher voltage charger than like a regular USB-C. Like it's a higher voltage. I'm not entirely sure. I thought I looked into that before. But maybe not. I might just be capping. I might be straight capping. You know what's funny? Bougie is like a French word, right? We have a French word we use down here in Louisiana that it's not super popular across the country, but we say beaucoup whenever we say something like those shoes are beaucoup expensive. The charger I have is pretty high voltage, so I usually can use that, but right now it said, let me just not. I spelled it wrong. That's fine. I would have read it wrong anyway. Okay, please, Salty Salty Speedway, give us the salt. If you like Rise, I could not recommend Sazerac Rye, but Buffalo Trace enough. It's fantastic and smooth like butter. I don't think I've ever had Buffalo Trace. I've seen it though. I had a friend, I think it was a friend, or somebody I knew who was really into Buffalo Trace. I want to say that Buffalo Trace is the same bottler. It comes from the same distilleries that does Bullet. It's either Bullet or the Wild Turkey. I think it was called Wild Turkey. I remember something about it. Something about it. But I'll have to try it sometime. The sad thing is I'm not even drinking this with ice. I'm just drinking it out the bottle. Which is like disrespectful to the alcohol itself, but we're doing it as a punishment, not for enjoyment. That's the pain is the point. I didn't even mean to hit that guy. That's the sad part. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright, we need coins like nobody's business. Come on, Yoshi. Bring us to the victory. Broshi. We got another, well, I'm not Luigi right now, but we do have a Luigi on here, and he's being a bully. We're gonna have to stay clear. Oh my god. I just now realized we got my favorite map, y'all. That is her right there. The Salty Salty Speedway. I like this map because I think it exemplifies everything that's great about Mario Kart World. You got water, you got wall riding, rail grinding, you got it all. It's a magical map. Look, they're all happy to see us. Oh my god, back it up, bro. Oh, that was tragic. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, please, 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 don't go for the shortcut. You went for the shortcut. We're going for the shortcut here. Oh, we didn't get it. Another personal favorite would be Sweet Lucy by Pritchard's. I don't think I've heard of that one. Sweet Lucy. Sounds good. Oh no. I don't think we came in the top half. We're gonna have to check. Because I think the agreement is if I don't get top of the pack, I have to drink. How many people are here? We're gonna do some quick maths, y'all. Okay. Oh, no, we did. We did. It'd be 12th and below. Or it'd be 13th and below. It'd be 12th and below. I'll take a sip just to get the party started. It's a bourbon-based liqueur. Really nice and an easy sipper for sure. I wish I could say the same about Sazerac. It's not the easiest sipper, but it doesn't taste bad. It actually has a really good taste. Oh, are we going to Rainbow Road already? You know what? Let's get it out of the way. Let's get it out of the way. I like Rainbow Road, but it's a little bit of a grind. And most of the people left the lobby, so it's going to be a little harder. Welcome in, Ori. Welcome in, welcome in. Are we going? Yeah, we're going. No, we're not going to Rainbow Road. We're going to, what's it, DK's Summit? That was this map called? Oh, DK Pass. Excuse me. I'm partial to this map. It's not my favorite map ever, but it's alright. People do like it though. Any map that's from Mario Kart Wii. I think this one's from Mario Kart Wii. Pretty sure. I might be mistaken. It's either that or Mario Kart DS. Anytime those maps show up, guarantee we're going there. We need to get an item, you know? Like, not being so selfish. Oh, my bad, dude. Oh my god. Brutal. I'm every bit as bad as the people I yell at in this game. Damn. I threw all those hammers just for the lightning to go and hit everybody anyway. Oh my god. You just got hit by that car. That was brutal. Ooh, we get the reverse lap here. I don't think there's any more items. There's either one set left or none. There's one set left, okay. Pray to RNG's is here. That might have been what we needed to get to top. Okay, we got fourth. I think we avoided a drink now. Oh yeah. Where did all these other people come from, huh? I thought we were, like, empty. Thought the lobby cleared out. Alright. We're gonna swap now to incentivize other people to pick. You know what? Who was it again? It was Koopa, right? Yeah, we were hyped about Koopa. Koopa was the wave. We're gonna pick Cool Koopa. And we're gonna pick... We're gonna pick the Kart. I like the Kart. Look how big our shoes are. Holy crap. We got the large sneakers. They're gonna pick Mario Circuit. I'm gonna pick it too. They wanted Mario Circuit. They're bullying this poor car. Let's join them. Oh, we're going to, Cheap Falls. I like this map. I actually really like this map. This was one of my least favorite maps when I was first playing Mario Kart. I don't like the last little snaking water section. It's kind of tough. It's a little tough. It's not the hardest thing in Mario Kart. Mario Kart's not a very hard game. But it was tough. Oh, dude, look how cool that is. Also, I think the outfit that we're in right now is a reference to Mario 64. They had a character called Koopa the Quick. And you would race him. And he was in a couple other Mario. I think he was in Mario Odyssey as well, but I might be mistaken. $500 later, and I sent you a friend request. I'm at to peek at what other games you have on Switch. After this race, Aku, if my memory does not fail me, as it surely will, I'll go ahead and accept your friend request. And remember, we're hanging on to the coin on purpose. So if we get hit by a boo, they'll take our coin, but not our shell. So we will exchange it here. Don't worry, I'm going to forget it I even did it. I feel you. Okay, we're gonna get as many coins as we can. We're about to get hit by a blue. Dude, somebody else hit the blue with the horn? What a homie. What a homie. Absolute homie move. We're gonna go for the shortcut, and surely we'll mess it up. We already messed up. Go for the backup. Alright, we messed it up. We did not Tarzan today. Oh my god. Oh no. 12. Shot inbound. Shot inbound. No! That was bad, y'all. 14th place. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, we're going to get the shot over with now. And we're going to pick Waluigi. And I'm going to accept your friend request. Yeah, Mario Kart's a brutal mistress. In fact, it's one of the hardest games I've ever played. I was totally capping earlier when I said it was easy. I'm going to accept the friend request. Ooh, is that a Pokemon character? That's gotta be. Like a poison gym leader. I don't know how long the, that's Corbo, my short king husband. I like Wario Shipyard. I like this map. I'm being bullied. Please. We're just trying to hang out and vibe, y'all. My hair is not hairing today, by the way, guys. This is a mess. I took a shower this morning. I thought that'd be enough. It was not enough. I need a haircut. Wolf has his as Felipe, who is his bear form, his bear husband from Legend ZA. I kind of want to play Legend ZA, but I never finished Arceus. But I really liked Arceus from what I did play of it. Oh my god, I messed up the shortcut. We're not that far behind the lead here. Let's go for the shortcut again. They kind of worth that. You can hear Wario's voice when you enter that cave. It's kind of awesome. Oh no, they hit us. Oh my god, all the swoops. What? Ooh, Mario Kart, what's going on, Whaler? Welcome in, homie. We're getting wrecked. Alright, Yaku, I appreciate the alert and I appreciate you hanging on in. I like that, Whaler. Whaler's already in the Discord. He's reminding everyone very gently that we do have a Discord. A gentle reminder. Okay, 5th place, we can handle it. We can take 5th place. With this absolute, insanely difficult set of characters where players are going against. It's been crazy. It's been kind of crazy. And how are you doing tonight, Whaler King? Oh my god, is this Luigi's Mansion? No, DKI. I'm always getting mixed up. I hope you had a wonderful week, and I hope that you have a nice weekend off. Dude, Rainbow Road's on the docket again. I think we should go Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road's good. It's a good map. It's a longer map. It almost feels more like a route or a knockout rally. But it's a good level. Music's incredible. It might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, rendition of Rainbow Road. I don't know many they've had. In fact, I think every game has had a Rainbow Road, whether it be a returning one or a brand new one. Thanks, bud. I'm gonna be manager for a week starting next Saturday. Manager is going on a vacation. Well, hopefully they give you manager pay for that week. If they expect you to do the duties. You know what I mean? Like, manager for a week? Cool. Manager pay for a week? Cooler. But it's awesome, man. Except for you sound trepidatious. Maybe it's not awesome. There we go. I'll be getting more hours, that's for sure. And it's all good. It's experience for management, no biggie. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. I think you're going to knock it out, though. We're kind of in dire need of points. Yeah, it's a big step for a bright future. Absolutely, man. I mean, you're on the come up. You've been making the right decisions, having the right stars align for you. And honestly, it couldn't happen to a better guy. Alright, get my Rainbow Road on in the stratosphere. Now we're going into the whatever the hell's outside the stratosphere. What's going on, Nemus? Nemus is over there on the YouTube. He's a YouTuber. Nemus, you should explain to me, what do you prefer about YouTube over Twitch? Not that I have any contention with it, I'm just wondering. Oh no! Oh, that was brutal. YouTube app doesn't suck as much as the Twitch app. Oh, so you're on mobile. I see, I see. I've never watched a live stream on... At least I don't remember ever watching a live stream on YouTube on mobile. But I can understand. I know that YouTube has a really good infrastructure and all this stuff. Though the Twitch app has gotten better. It has gotten better. Now, the Twitch ads have only gotten worse, unfortunately. But I open up YouTube on the phone all the time. That makes sense. So you just are more likely to see them live if I'm on YouTube. Alright, we're going for the shortcut. I don't know if we'll be able to get it, but we'll try it. Oh no, we messed it up so bad we got freaking pulled off the track. Alright, we're in drinking territory, y'all. We gotta, like, catch up. Or at least mustard, you know? He said, wah. Rip. Look, I could take 10th place with this many motherfuckers. And also, Rainbow Road's fun, but it does not have nearly as much comeback potential as other maps because of it's a pretty straightforward. There's like 3 shortcuts that are really worth it. Alright, we're going back. Where's our Koopa? There he is. What's the stats on this look like? Yeah, we'll do this one. Heard that? Yeah, yeah. It's not a bad map, but it's just, you kind of, once you're on that final stretch, you're locked in for your positions. But it's a fun map. I mean, I don't play Mario Kart with any kind of high expectation of getting first place every time. It'd be nice, you know, in a perfect world, Crown City. Let's do Crown City. This is adorable. This game's so whimsical. This game's got Willis Whimsy written all over it. It's so whimsical. Like, look at us. Moo Moo Meadows, and I think it's the reverse route. Meaning that we're gonna go backwards through the level. Which is like fine, but like we coulda went to Crown City. Dude, what up? Dude, Koopa's I like Koopa. Although we burned out, or almost burned out. No! Dude, okay, we are absolutely... We're sandbagging right now. This is actually an intended strat. Oh my god! Our buddy from earlier was trying to get the coins. They had the same idea. We need some kind of coinage. Can we, like, go this way? We're doing it. We're already here. Holy crap. This is not a long route. Ow. Despicable, despicable. This is not looking good. We need a miracle item here. I mean, this can work. We can make this work. Maybe a bomb will clear it away? Nah. That was a bad throw. Oh no, oh, hit the mushroom. No, we didn't hit the mushroom. 5th place? That's not bad. Maybe 5th? Maybe 6th? 5th place. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. We take those. And the absolute brutality that is Mario Kart, we take 5th place. 100%. Not enough channel points for Crab. You know, when I placed the points cost on that Crab redeem, I was thinking of you, Sono Shroom. Welcome in, by the way. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Boycott lightning bolts. Yeah, I agree. Everyone sign your petition against the absolute most garbage item to ever grace Mario Kart. Occupy lightning bolt. Sono Shroom, I gotta message you later on about some other side business. Some funny stuff. I think you'd find it quite funny. business things about business. Yes, of course, of course. Of course, even. I stole that from you. I do that all the time. I think another friend would do that too. They would spell something wrong and it would just say the correct spelling and put even behind it. I'm not sure if I got that from you, but it always cracks me up. We're just going from like basic map to basic map. We're like leapfrogging. We're gonna end up on the Maple Treeway almost map. Sorry, we look cool, Zelda. Oh my god, I cannot get this boost. Ooh, this is good. This is a good thing. Alright, they're kicking footballs. We gotta watch out. I used the mushroom out of fear of getting hit by... Oh my god. I should have saved it. That was all on me. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. This is going to be the shortest lap around this map. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh my god, there's cows! What is... Oh, this is awful. Okay, third place, I can handle that. Trying to eat a grape with a fork is the top 10 rage baits. Why don't you just pick it up? I think you told me you don't like touching food with your hands, right? Which is pretty common. It's a thing not a lot of people are really big on. Understandably so. Banger alert? Not a full lobby, but that's fine. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, that redeemed a Gigafy and emote times 30? I don't even know what that means. Third! I should have... wait, no, I did do a third, right? Do I have a third? No, I don't think I did. I should have done a third. Welcome in, Sarah. I appreciate you stopping on in. I was watching the VOD yesterday, and I noticed that you had a 7-streak stream thing going on. I did not see that when I was streaming, but I did see it after the fact when I was going to mauled over my audio issues. And by the way, Sarah Save is quickly skyrocketing to partnership. I don't know if she's actually considering doing the partnership. She was talking about it on her stream. But I'm sure most of y'all are already following her, but I'd highly recommend it. She's been playing a mix of the different Elder Scrolls games. Everything from Morrowind, Oblivion, ESO, and Skyrim. And it's been pretty great. Could you imagine hooking that up to Mario Kart? Wait, I missed the first part of that message. Says, you ever see those immersive truck simulator rigs and you like can play a sim game about truck driving, and if you crash it bucks you around like you're actually in the truck? Playing that with Mario Kart? No. I mean, I move around enough while I'm playing to pretend like I'm doing that. But that sounds like a good way to get whiplash, which I don't know if you ever had whiplash before. It absolutely sucks. Not a problem, not a problem. I appreciate you stopping on in. It's a Mario Kart Friday. This is one of my favorite days of the week. I love this game. Even though I'm getting my ass kicked tonight. Let's go for the shortcut. Okay, absolutely. Let's not go for the shortcut. I'm doing awful. I'm in a lobby full of killers, and murderers, and vandals, and villains. It's been absolutely brutal. Let's get some revenge. One for you, and one for you, and one for... Oh, no, no, no. We lost it. Oh my god, Short Cat? That's Short Cat. They're in here bullying me. I see you over there. They're playing as a Baby Daisy. It's almost guaranteed that everyone who hops into our lobbies is already way better at the game than I am. Which is fine. But man, if I could like glean any kind of insight or skill from them playing, it would be incredible. No! Okay, okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're not in taking a shot range right now, so we should be good. But I might just take a shot anyway. Part of the item boxes. You know, they actually had a patch recently. It's so dumb. There's a meta to Mario Kart. It may not be all that interesting, but there is a meta. And in the last patch, they've actually made it where when you go across the items for the first, I think it's the first 10 seconds or so of the race, they semi-randomize more of the items you possibly get. Because if you know anything about Mario Kart, the items you get are... Short Cat, you jerk! No! That was brutal. Why would you do that? In front of everybody. That was brutal. We're drinking that Sazerac tonight. It looks like it's a broken bottle, but it's here, I promise you. Oof, steep fall there, buddy. Now that is the authentic Mario Kart experience. 100%. 100%. Short Cat was afraid that I was going to hit them on the shortcut. Understandably so. I probably would have. And so they preemptively, right, through the look at him. Short Cat, I can't believe you. I can't believe you. You could pick a cute character, but you play like a demon. Alright? That's not the bottle you bought in Call ages ago, right? It probably is, Sonar Shroom. It's probably that same bottle. I don't drink that often. I really don't. Not anymore. I used to drink a lot more. But, I don't know. I like drinking, but I'm not the kind of person who, will drink daily. You know? I'm just not that, I don't know why. Somehow dodged the alcoholism that prevailed most of my, genealogy. I knew it looked familiar. Yeah, I mean, I always get the same kind. They actually sell at Walmart, which is great. It's a lot easier to get it there. It has been quite some time since I've braced any of those calls. I said that sarcastically, but it sounded so arrogant as a joke. I probably drink more on weekends if I don't work on weekends. Yeah, I totally get that. The after effects of drinking are not the best. Alright, we're going big. Everyone, excuse me, pardon me. From Walmart? Yes, Sarah. The rules of Louisiana are not the same. Whenever I was working at the Walgreens pharmacy way back in the day, we sell alcohol there, right? And used to be a Rite Aid, which in other parts of the country was called like Dunweed or something like that. And we got bought out by Walgreens, so we were doing a conversion of the store. and they sent some people from Florida to come and help us do some training and convert the store. And they were absolutely shocked that we sold alcohol open on the shelves in the middle of this like Walgreens. They're like, you know, in Florida we have to have an entire separate like door and building for all this. But in Louisiana, it is not the case. In fact, we have drive-through daiquiri shops. And one of my customers would go there, or she worked there, I mean, a lady named Mary. And she was great. She was super, super sweet. I remember one time I went to go pick up some drinks before stream a long time ago. I went to go get some daiquiris. And I remember she was the biggest homie and gave me a double shot, despite the fact that I did not pay for the double shot. And I was so hyped. I'm like, Mary, you're a real one. Which goes to show you, you know, how easy it is to buy my appreciation or adoration. Just giving me a double shot, you know? But yeah. The relationship between Louisiana and alcohol is very, very tight. They actually sell this. You can get whiskey at the gas station, but that's like, you're just screwing yourself over. It's an awful price to pay for alcohol. That's why I'd usually go to, baby, what's the name of that wine store? It's on Betts. Total Wine, yeah. Total Wine has like the largest selection of alcohol that I've ever seen in Louisiana, which is saying something. And they sell the Peychaud's bitters that you use to make the Sazerac cocktail. And Peychaud's bitters is local to Louisiana. They manufacture it on Jefferson Highway, which is like 5 minutes from here. I won't say exactly where. It's around here somewhere. Short Cat, you were being so mean to me. We'll dance together though. We're doing a little butterfly hop thing. I'm not even sure if Short Cat watches the stream or not. They show up and they kick my ass. There's Cat. Alright. Prediction time. They're gonna pick this map, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm just gonna say it right now. Toad's Factory absolutely blows. Alright? I know. No one wants to hear it. It sucks. Alright? I understand that it's everyone's favorite map. We all love Toad's Factory. Not in Mario Kart World, okay? I'd much prefer literally any other map. Like, almost any other map. Not almost. Any other. Oh, they didn't do it! Oh, they didn't take the bait. Yes. Okay, good. I hate Toad's Factory. I'm gonna make an emote. It's just gonna be like Toad Factory slander or something like that. I do not like that map. I do not like that. I'm nodding my head right now because I can feel the alcohol entering my bloodstream. It's a good feeling. Also, the song's incredible. There's no shortcuts to use these mushrooms on anywhere soon. We're just gonna trade them out here. Boom, boom, boom. Who are you? You bastard. Despicable. This is the Bowser fight theme from Super Mario World. No, from Yoshi's Island. Okay, I was wrong. But listen to the song, dude. It's so good. It's not my favorite track, but damn, it's good. The guitar just shreds. Leave me alone, please. No items. No bitches. No coins. Remember, brethren before wenches. I remember. That is like the most Reddit saying ever. Brethren before wenches. Anything that's like Reddit coded, not a fan. And I'm announcing it now. We are far too cool for Reddit, okay? Alright, let's go. Big Hoopa. Pardon me. I'm sorry, Amy. Nothing personnel. Just the items. Damn. Banger alert? Who was that? Isaac? That's not how you spell Isaac. Look, I can't judge. My spelling is atrocious. And my reading comprehension is about at the level of like Coco the gorilla. But I know how to spell Isaac. I believe there's 2 S's somewhere in there. Though Isaac's a pretty cool name. I like Isaac, Isaiah. Also really like, this is going to be controversial, I like the word Israel. This is not a religious or political take, but in the story of, in the Bible, Israel means to struggle with God. And the name was given to Israel, the character Israel, or the man Israel, after struggling for an entire day and an entire night in a cave against God himself. And once he confronted the struggle and was able to see what was going on, he found out that he was actually struggling against himself. It was a man that looked just like him. And so it's kind of like metaphorical in a way to say that like the struggle against yourself is the struggle against God in a way. Which I thought was pretty cool. It's pretty cool writing. It's a pretty incredible story. Religion aside, I think it's worth to read the Bible just for the like literary context, because it has painted many parables and stories that echo through a lot of other writing. So it's kind of like mandatory writing if you want to really get into some of the greatest literature on the planet. You know. A total aside, I'm not much of a writer or a reader, but I do enjoy a really good writing. I think I was really interested in a guy named Noam Chomsky for a while. Y'all might have heard of Noam Chomsky. He was like a linguistics guy. And I really like reading about him because the way he described the way that we interpret language really helped me understand why I struggled with some things about language. Just the way that the human brain actually understands language. And it was either him or somebody who's like a computer programmer said that like writing is the way that we organize our thoughts, right? That we actually take this chaotic environment that's your thoughts and your brain, and we write down, we have to narrow it into a very singular and linear path, and it kind of helps organize yourself, which I think is really cool. That's why keeping a journal is really good. Even if it's just like a dream journal, it's worth doing. Also, I did not remember what place I came in, so I do not know if I have to drink right now. But judging by the subject matter, which I've touched on lately, probably shouldn't drink more, but we will. Woo! Alright, we got it. I was watching a streamer play this track, and they were saying how bad it was. I love this track. I love the music. I think it's really fun. It's really cute. It's like a Mario Kart Tour where each lap is different. It's not a linear track or a looping track. There we go. It's a really tight race though. We're in 8th place, but if you look at the mini-map, I hit the wrong button there. On the right there, you can see we're pretty close to the head of the pack, which is a pretty good sign. Courtney, please don't throw those backwards. I will be so upset. Courtney, please. No! That was bad. Waluigi. How about you move on out of here? I'm going to save this. This is a good combo. Alright, we're going to get hit by a lightning bolt, but we're going to pretend that that's not going to happen. And the plan is we're going to save this bullet to about the second to last line of items. And we're going to use the bullet, get towards the front of the pack, and then we're going to use these triple mushrooms to actually take the shortcut. We're going to use it right about now. Yeah, boy, banked on it. All right, let's get first, y'all. Can we hit him? Can we hit him? No way! No way! Get out of here! I'm proud of myself for that. I'm proud of myself. I tried really hard. First place, baby. With the turtle shell snipe. Oh. And we planned it all out. Incredible. Incredible. And the red shells too. Every step of that. I'm quite proud of myself. Now, we can only replicate that like once or twice. We'll be in the gold. Vic. What a name, what a name. I'm gonna pick random. I'm gonna let fate decide this one. You know, everyone does want to go to DK Spade Force. I like this map. It's kind of like a reimagining of the map from Mario Kart 8. I think it was a DLC map. It was the Excite Bike map that they had. This is kind of like the same map in a lot of ways. Straight to jail. I'm not sure why that one's not working. I'm so upset that that one's not working, that redeem in particular, because I actually went in and checked the redeem thing yesterday. Oh wait, let me see something real quick. I could do this while driving. Oh, you know what? Okay, we're gonna run it. Will it work if I run it like that? Oh, nope, that was the wrong one. Well, I've been flattened. Would you take a flatten? You know, we'll run both of them. Why not? It did work? I missed it. Well, you know what? You get 2 for the price of 1. We're doing double redeems today, Aku. I've been flattened as well. I need to adjust the positioning of flatten. I'm just really bad about staying in the same position throughout the evening. Yeah, I started setting up like an hour before stream to make sure that all the double redeems, you say. Well, welcome in, Willis. I don't think I have any mods available right now to shout you out, but I will say everyone here I know is already following Willis Whimsy because y'all all have taste. If you're here watching this stream, it's an indication that y'all have good taste. And that means that you're already following Willis Whimsy, but I'll shout you out in just a second, homie. Welcome in, by the way. Okay, I'll just hydrate now, whatever. Oh, you goober. I did it right. You did. I'm proud of you. I'm going to give you a big, beautiful butterfly kiss next time I see you. Hashtag butterfly kisses. Does anyone know what a butterfly kiss is? Actually, you know what? This might be a little insensitive. My mom taught me this, but they were called Eskimo kisses. I don't know if you ever heard of those. But they're, I think, similar to butterfly kisses. I actually do? Oh, that's so cute. My mom was from Canada, where the weather is very cold, so the idea of doing butterfly kisses does make a lot of sense. Also, yes, we don't want to use that word anymore, apparently. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally about it. I get it. You know. It's just, it's a lot to say indigenous people kisses, to be fair, but we'll just go with butterfly kisses, you know? We've learned. We're learning. Also, Raffle, well, I'm still learning to say that I sit crisscross applesauce, yeah. Well, we all have our crosses to bear. Well, hello, Willis. Hello, Aku. Welcome in, y'all. I do appreciate y'all stopping on in. We've been doing all right. Uh-oh, I have beef with you, Willis. Yeah, let's just air out all our dirty laundry right now, chat. Let's just do it. Fuck it, you know? I had a hell of a day, so I ate half a pizza about it. So I'm ready for anything. What's up? I feel that. You know, I had pizza the other day, and it was so incredibly unsatisfying. I really wanted to have like snacks last night, and we don't have any snacks, but I kept getting up to get food. And every time I would get up to get food, I would stop and weigh myself, because I felt like that'd be convincing enough to not go and make another plate of food. Welcome in, Devon. Welcome in. Okay, make us burgers. I get it. I see what's happening here. We're expecting one of these. Hold on. I don't even know where that meme is right now. Oh, it's in here. I gotta fix these. Hold on. Really, I've been eating healthy all week, and pizza was incredible. No, it not only did it not satisfy me, I felt slightly sick ever since. I forgot about it until you said something. I just wanted to fuck around. Well, you know what? You found out. Turkey burgers, sweet potato fries. Sounds delicious. Well, come on over. I'll cook for you. Oh, y'all are adorable. But you're so far. Story of Willis's life. Oh, that's funny. Is this mirror mode? I think this is mirror mode. This is absolutely wrecking my brain right now. This is not mirror mode. I just don't remember this map well. No, it's mirror mode. It's only a 19-hour drive. Sam, I want to give that the seriousness and the attention it deserves. So give me 1 second here. Oh, we hit the bell. I'm doing horrible. Two atoms bumped into each other on the street. One turned to the other and said, "Hey, you just stole one of my electrons." The other asked, "Are you sure?" And the first replies, "Yeah, I'm positive." I get it. I get it. A valence electron joke. We accept those here. This is a high IQ stream, alright? I don't know if you've noticed. Knox says, turkey burgers and sweet potato fries sound so good. Willis says, I'll send you the recipe. Absolutely, because they do sound good. I just looked it up. Ooh. my god, why is my... Let me look at my stats right now. Why are we chugging? We were chugging there for a second. Rendering and encoding. I need to make sure that I set this as a priority thing. It was a good joke, by the way, Sam. I appreciate that. This is beautiful. We're going to Great Question Block Ruins. It's also a song. I did not know that. I'm learning today. I'm learning. By Ludo. I don't even know who Ludo is. Oh, I see it. Wow. I messaged you back, by the way. Aku, if you want to read that and maybe message Willis. Y'all figure it out. Emo slop back in the gap. Oh my god. Emo slop. Oh my god. What are you guys trying? What are you trying to say? What do you mean I got my item stolen? I've been in a race for like 12 seconds. After this race, I'm going to take a bathroom break. Yes, it's because I've been drinking. For those of y'all wondering why I can't go... I can't see this just stream time. Why I can't go like 2 hours without a bathroom break. Yes, it's the alcohol. Nothing at all on an unrelated note. Has anyone been a Hot Topic recently? Ow! Oh! It's getting nasty in here. Oh, lordy. Breaking the seal already. You gotta break it early. He really, really doesn't drink often. I really don't. I like drinking. In fact, I'd go as far as to say as I love drinking. What's up, Navon? Welcome to the race. I was wondering why I was getting bullied so hard. I'm joking, baby. So would you need a Navad counter? Nah, Navad's he's just racing. I'm being a troll. I'm being the asshole. Jokes aside, I wish you had wish I had my MySpace photos. You die. Oh my god, I know. I've seen some of the photos that Willis has blessed me with being able to see. No, okay, never mind. There was Navad to go and absolutely wreck me. I don't even have to like check to see who it was. Awesome. Awesome. 17th place. Actually, it's 18th place. 19th place. 20th place. Thank you, Navad. I'm glad you came in. Jokes aside, though, welcome in. I'm glad that you get so much joy from kicking my ass at Mario Kart, alright? I'm glad that it fills you with the most glee. Let's go, I got first place. Congrats, congrats. I'm gonna drop out for a second. In true college fashion. So I can talk to y'all for a moment and then go to the restroom. You were so quick on that. Yeah. I know, no. I'm trying to get a little fun with the buttons over here on my end. We got a regular Verstappen here. I'm not sure who that is. You got to remember, I'm an uncultured man. My culture is like video games and a very, very small amount of it because there's a lot of video games out there, as we all know. Yeah, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. There's a new redeem that no one's redeemed yet. If you want to go investigate that, don't redeem it now because God knows by the time I come back, I will miss it. But I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'm not gonna run any ads. We're not running ads anymore. Dutch-Belgian racing truck. I don't know if I'm... Is he bad? Because if he's bad, then sure. Because I'm getting wrecked. A stretch. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go take a leak. When I'm back, we'll do some more Mario Kart. I'm going to open up a lobby. I'll post a code for anyone interested in racing with me. And then we'll just go and do some normal races, maybe some knockout tour. Whatever's clever. Whatever we feel like doing. And I'll come back and take my shot because Nevada knocked me into 20th place. But I'll be right back, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Y'all are incredible. Well, we got Rico Harbor going? I think this is Rico Harbor, right? I need coffee, lol. I'm gonna make some right quick. BRB. Alright, Devon. Lol, no, he's one of the best. Hasn't been doing great this year, though. Thankfully. You're a very cultured man, Sam, I will admit. You know many things in many different fields. And that's epic. I know very little things. Very minor fields. Go ahead and get the room info out there for those of y'all interested in racing with us. You know, it's funny enough. As much Mario Kart as I play, I do not watch much racing at all. My knowledge is a mile wide and an inch deep. I mean, having a lot of cursory knowledge is great. It makes you an interesting person. It means that you can open up conversations in which you can still do a lot of learning. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Though I don't agree that it is an inch deep. I feel like that is some, what would you say? A bit of the humility popping in there. But you're always great to talk to. You always do have really insightful things to bring up as well. Favorite? Alright, Willis has... Alright, let me see how this works. Willis has redeemed the Ask Me Anything, which is the new redeem here. And his question is, let me see. All right. Favorite underwear style for yourself? I don't know what you mean by style, but I'm assuming you mean either boxers or briefs. And if I had to choose one, I would say it's probably boxers. Something about growing up with you know, when we're young, many of us are the tidy whities, right, and all that. Boxers, briefs, in between none. What? I prefer boxers, honestly, or boxer briefs. Yes, boxer briefs if you're a psycho. No, I don't like boxer briefs. Like, I can manage them, but I feel like they're just really more about briefs. Like, they're closer to briefs than they are boxers. So honestly, it took me a while growing up, like in my preteens, to kind of get used to wanting to wear boxers. But once you go to boxers, you can't go back. I like the combo. I like to support. I can understand that. I really think it's a preference thing, you know? Like, it's really what you're more comfortable with. I feel like, honestly, at the end of the day, it's either or. You know? Like, it's whatever's clever at that point. There's no absolute true answer to such questions in life, but if you wear boxers, you're an absolute freak of nature. That's all I'll say. I'm joking. I prefer, I gotta say, I would most likely not ever go back to briefs. I'm a boxers guy. For sure. I'm glad you decided to ask the first Q&A and made it such a divisive, interesting, and intense conversation for all of us here. Worth 5k points worth. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all really are the ones who give the points value. So if you think it's valuable, then I can't help but agree with you. All right, I think the VOD's in. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have a lot of people joining us for the races tonight, which is fine. We'll go ahead and we'll launch right into the versus races. Welcome back to Bob. Welcome back. You missed a pertinent question that we were asked. Amazing song. This has been we got first place. I'm proud of that first place on Crown City. I walked away for literally 5 minutes. Welcome back. If you're talking about the messages I sent you, that was like 10 minutes ago. Whatever the hell that conversation was. About emo bands or something like that? You'd have to ask Willis. I'm gonna take it up with him. Ask me anything you might. We got Yoda in the chat. Ask me anything you might. We were talking about, I ate a cinnamon roll and laid down. I regret my life decisions. I don't eat a lot of bread. I feel that. I like bread, but I think that might have been why the pizza was making me feel the way it did. I was saying we have a new screen for a redeem called Q&A where you can ask me any question you like. It's a fun one. But Will's already redeemed it, meaning that it is not available right now. I think I have a pretty long timer on it too. I'm saving. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about earlier. You had to save your redeems. What did Willis ask? I'll let Willis answer because it was an incredible question. It was divisive, insightful, and it was also controversial. Is that the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yes. I asked his preference of undergarments for himself. Well, yeah, I'm glad you clarified. It was unifying and devastating. It would be weird if I asked for others. Yeah. I don't even want to approach that topic. Not even a little bit. Though you could ask that question. I'm not going to answer every question that hits the AMA. I will say that. There will be some questions, I'm sure, that I'll have to flat out ignore. That being said, we try to do our best to give you all what you paid for with your points. Y'all know what bloomers are, right? I felt it was relevant to all the games Willis plays. Bloomers? Yeah, they're like bottoms, right? Which has a whole new definition now. I'm not sure how new it is. It has... You said you clearly wear bloomers. Are you talking about me? I don't know, older games, fancy things. MFer, did you just call me a bottom? Yes, you, Addy. No, I don't wear bloomers. I'm not a cartoon character from the early 1920s that wears bloomers for some reason, and only the women would wear shirts. It is a joke, because they ask it about your under... I know. Aku, I know that you think I'm a very stupid man, but I'm not that stupid. Are you admitting something? I wear giant ones under my clothes all the time. Oh my god. That's like a cartoon character. Alright, here we go. Oh, we wrecked that guy. Oh. I don't need to prove anything to you. I love it. The banter. I'm glad to be bringing out such sophisticated conversation in the Mario Kart Friday stream. It's honestly my main goal in this world, is to engage in thought-provoking, interesting, and also, how else would you put it? Just important conversations, you know, very important conversations here. What is happening? Oh, that's so garbage. Yeah, come on, pass me up. I'm doing so poorly right now. Just a reminder, this is not a full race. I don't want proof. Oh, and the shortcut's blocked by the train? No way. Oh, that was so bad. Did Nirvana get first? No way. We're about to see here. True, where else can you get this? I actually have one of those floppy caps that Ebenezer wears at night and holds a candle in one hand. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, these skipping frames due to encoder lag. The encoder lag? I'm going to let's Google this. Encoder lag. Why is my encoder lagging? Is there something else running in the background potentially causing encoder lag? Let's Google this as a family. Okay, it's just my computer struggling with it. Oh, we gotta catch up. My god, the chat blew up. Second. Alright. Oh, second place. Good job, Nevada. Oh, hey, this is where you're hiding. Welcome in, A-Wolf. Could we get a shout out for A-Wolf, please, if y'all don't mind? Wolf! What up, gangster? What's going on, Zel Cha-Cha? And also shout out for Zel Cha-Cha. I'm not hiding. I'm loud and proud. Oh, so you're nice to him. Hey, Willis. Yeah, Wolf's super nice. Unlike some people. You should use the @ symbol, Willis, when you're doing it, because it'll find the name of the person. There you go. Excellent, excellent. Wold. I did see you ended up on Fire Red. I'm not sure if it was Fire Red or Leaf Green, but I saw you ended up on... Nevada, we're going to make a new lobby after this. This is awesome. All those rainbow roads. Yep, and they get none of it. You can't make me learn. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? I'm playing as the Cooper tonight. I might switch it up at some point, but I'm having fun with Koopa. Oh my god. I drove right into it. I love the young people. Oh, Navad. So unnecessary. He threw a red shell backwards and he's in like 3rd place. Get off of me, car. Holy crap. Leaf Green. I made it to Mount Ember last night and caught Moltres. I've never caught Moltres when I played Fire Red, but I was also... It was my first time ever playing a Pokemon. Was playing Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance SP. So I did not know many things. I was learning a lot from my first genuine experience. And this was not when it came out. This was years after the fact. Pretty sure they're already on like the 3DS at this point. But it was really fun. I did the Gen 1er thing of leveling up my one Pokemon to an incredibly OP level and just like one-shotting everything. See if we can get this. Nice, nice. I like the Jake the Dog emote. Is death by cinnamon roll possible? I'm not going to comment on that. I feel like I'm not educated enough in the world of cinnamon rolls to actually know. But I hope not. Nevada, calm down. Oh my god. I got 2 different... Yeah, go get them, Nevada. 2 different Marios. One can only hope. Wait, let's get out of here. Hello. Welcome in, Lemon. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping on in. Ooh, did we get second? Yeah! I mean, good job, Devon. Congratulations. I was gonna say the same thing. Y'all are hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing Mario Kart World, and I'm getting absolutely wrecked. Per usual. Yeah, I owe y'all a shot. I'll get you for this, Atticus. I know, I got 1 placement ahead of you 1 time, and I'm gonna be in a world of hell for it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Many of us share the same brain cell here. Well, can it be my turn with it, please? Is it my turn for the brain cell? I'm struggling. Addie, did you get first tonight yet? I did. On this map, but we did a 3-course on it. And I got first place. I had a bullet, and then I had 3 red shells, and then the triple mushroom. And we were absolutely dastardly. It ended with me throwing a green shell and sniping first place about, like, 5 meters, not even, like, 3 meters from the finish line, and passing them up at the last second. Ooh, I might make cinnamon rolls instead of, focaccia? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm far too dumb. Willis is learning new terminology. He's evolving. Oh yeah, we gotta do a new lobby. There's like, what? Is that 5, 9 people in this lobby? Like, ain't nobody? Focaccia. Focaccia. I don't even see the original word. I'm probably still butchering it. I'm not sure I've ever heard of that before. Get off of me, Devon. Maintain a space of 6 inches. It's a good bread. I use it for Sammy sometimes. Sounds good. It's sophisticated, you know? It doesn't sound like bunny bread. Thank you, Devon. I have 0 coins. This is rough. There's not even enough people in here to even feel like we're doing a real race. It's more like focaccia. Focaccia? How do you double announce the SHA part, though? That's what's tripping me up. Focaccia. Look, I'm trying to get educated here, y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all know I'm quite challenged when it comes to the reading. That's why I play Mario Kart. Very little reading there. It's close. Italian emphasizes the double C. No, actually, focaccia. Focaccia? Google says focaccia. So, focaccia? Oh my god, what happened to me? No. So let me read it again. Focaccia, 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 focaccia. Nevada, I'm gonna find another room. This lobby's dead as hell. Signed in Italian. Oh my god, I stole first. Good job. Co-signed, another Italian. Bravissimo. You know, for somebody who plays as an Italian very often in video games, I don't know a lot of Italian. You know, we're gonna go to Luigi. We're gonna bring the Italian stallion out. Yoshi. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna play Luigi. Let's pick Yoshi. Yoshi. Do you have a preference? These are all the Yoshis. There's default Yoshi right here, and then a slew of other Yoshis. Purple. This one? With a top hat. Alright. I like it. I think he has special animations when we do the stunts as well. What a gentleman. Fancy Yoshi. He's quite fancy. He's a fanciful man. He's a gentleman, saint, and a scholar. I would trust him to watch my children at night. Though I have no children. What a gentleman. You know what? You're right. I forgot to take the shot. Y'all could listen to... This is a beautiful sound. You ready? I don't know if that picks up on the mic, but... I may drink it and make it look buttery smooth. It is not a buttery smooth drink. I'm not sure, Willis, do you remember drinking Sazerac at all? I love that I'm trying to be sober for the first time ever. And you're just slamming shit on stream. I'm not slamming. I'm taking graceful, gentle sips. Some more full lobby at least. There we go. I'm not slamming shit. Let's pick a better vehicle to fit. There's actually a better vehicle for Yoshi in terms of style. This one right here. Right? Does this look like it matches him? This looks like bougie, right? I despise you. As somebody who's trying to stop drinking, this is certainly the Dark Souls of streams for Willis here. I understand. I understand it's quite difficult. And I know everyone's sitting back, you know, at home watching, learning and waiting and trying to bide their time to understand that, you know, sobriety is the proper choice, and I respect that. But, you know, I paced myself. I'd kill for drinking a pack of smokes. Oh, why'd you have to say smokes? Because now I kind of want to take a little smoky smoke, you know? Regardless, I do appreciate everybody for coming and hanging on out. Just as an update, tomorrow we're going to be doing more Ocarina of Time. Willis Whimsy here will be joining me. He's played Ocarina of Time plenty of times. I've never played it. It is my first time playing through Ocarina of Time. So if you want to watch Willis Whimsy here absolutely lose his mind as I completely bungle my way through the entirety of this game, then we'll be live tomorrow. I want to say it's around 5 o'clock or so. You'll have to check the schedule. But we will be playing it tomorrow, and it's going to be a good time. I've been having fun. Ocarina of Time holds up. I'll say it holds up. Graphically, it's a little rough, and the camera control is definitely of the Nintendo 64 flavor, but the game does hold up very well. We sure are. Willis earlier he said he didn't have any real plans for this weekend. Is the thing that's been happening every weekend for a month like a plan, or is it just part of the schedule? There are a lot of amazing texture packs if you ever emulated on PC. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get Willis to play Majora's Mask, and he could do a texture pack for that. This instigatory gremlin. Well, did you plan it out on the schedule? Look, I'm not the kind of man to get hung up on the details, right? I'm not a detail man. We just go with the flow. You know? We just go with the flow. Honestly. Whatever works. Whatever works. But to answer your question in earnest, yes, we did plan this out. It is a plan. It's a regular schedule. We will be doing Ocarina of Time on Saturday until we finish it. And after Ocarina, it'll be Willis playing a game. I don't know if we've chosen it yet. I don't know if we've actually determined. Alright, just to show you that I'm a man of my integrity, I hate Starview Peak, but we've already been to Wario Shipyard and we've already been to Salty Speedway. I'm picking Starview Peak for variety. But I'm not sure if me and Willis have decided which game that he's going to choose for the next batch of Saturdays. But I'm incredibly interested to see what he decides to play, because I'd be extremely excited just to see him play any game, honestly. And like a sleeper agent, the mere mention of smoking is activated, Atticus. Well, you know what, Sona Shroom? I'm gonna completely disregard that statement and say we need to play some Monster Hunter sometime. I know you are kahunas deep in Final Fantasy 14. I might join you there. That might become part of the regular schedule, but until then, we should at least play some Monster Hunter. I miss playing with you, homie. I'd never do such a thing. I do be rage baiting. No fucking idea, but I'm open to whatever keeps Atticus excited, except for 1,000-year door. Damn! You didn't have to call it out. I mean, we were talking about... Alright, I don't think we have any other mods in the chat who are savvy enough to get a poll going. But just ones in the chat if y'all would love to see Willis play through Wind Waker. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Because personally, I think that's an incredible game. I think that watching Willis play through what is essentially both of our one of our favorite Zeldas would be a great time. Poll. Well, I did my best. Well, I did all I can do. I like it. Most definitely. Always down to kill some monsters if I'm not at work or asleep. No, I mean, just pretty much just let me know. Like, hit me up during like morning and afternoon hours. I'm usually up by around like 10 or so. And if you ever just want to hop on and play, I got on today and I did some hunts with Marissa, and I did a lot of hunts with Randon. She got on. We went to a public lobby, which I normally don't do. We did a lot of hunting. It was a really good time. Honest day's work, pal. Hi, Shroom, by the way. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, I would love to see Willis Whimsy play through Wind Waker, mainly because I love that game. I think it's one of the I think it is the best Zelda 3D game. I can't say it quite yet because I have not played through Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, but as it stands, it's probably my favorite Zelda. I think it's incredibly fun. Hi Willis, are you excited for the BS that will be the next section of Ocarina of Time? You know, that's a subjective question. Excited to see me struggle or excited to just see that part of the game, right? Who is this bully, bro? He got through the water temple. He'll be fine. You know, I was glad, Willis. I really appreciate you letting me actually get the full struggle in on that map. Like, honestly. On that dungeon, I mean, because... It was pretty confusing. I don't think confusing might be incorrect. I think that the game has an expectation for what you perceive as the typical dungeon style. In later Zelda games, I always thought that the compass, right, was a useless item because at the end of the day, you really were never lost in a dungeon. It was more about the individual puzzles where you would get stuck. But in Ocarina of Time, at least, the compass is a useful item because it tells you which rooms you need to revisit to get the keys. He was let's see, though he's gonna get his ass handed to him in Gerudo Valley or Gerudo Valley. Well, what would be the point if I did it for you? No, I totally agree. I appreciate it regardless, because I'm sure it was frustrating to watch me struggle with that map. He was trapped in a box with Water Temple. Let's see how he handles freedom. The compass is exclusively for finding chests. Yes, yes. Well, in later Zelda games, they kind of funnel you from room to room in such a way that the compass is kind of useless, honestly, to be honest with you. I think that modern Zelda, starting with... Okay, I'll be totally frank with you. I watch a lot of the Game Devs Toolkit. It's a YouTube channel, and he talks a lot about the design of Metroid and Zelda. And he went ahead and did a map of several different games. And he spoke on that Zelda games in general, as they've gone through the ages, have become much more streamlined, and there's a lot less exploratory space to get lost in. That was after Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time gives you plenty of game space, of play space, to be lost in and to not have a direct path forward. Later Zelda games, it kind of funnels you from room to room. And though it is a lot less frustrating, you do lose a huge amount of the puzzle-solving element of basically being on a theme park, being taken from puzzle to puzzle, as opposed to being in a dungeon, akin to A Link to the Past, where you're in a massive play space and you're really having to sit there and figure out where the appropriate room is, because it's not always attached to the last appropriate room. It's funny to me what the compass does not actually function like a compass, though. Yeah, right, like the compass doesn't give you north, south, east, and west. Alrighty, Aku, I appreciate you stopping on in. And if y'all aren't already following Aku Volk or Akumu Volk, y'all should definitely do so. They've been playing Baldur's Gate, Tailspire, Date Everything's Simulator, and I'm going to be playing Mario Party with Aku this Sunday. You'll have to check with them for the exact time on it, but I'm sure many of y'all would love to watch Aku Volk beat the absolute bloomers off of me in Mario Party. So if you're interested in that, definitely go and drop them a follow, and it's going to be a good time this Sunday. The open world Zeldas would have been masterpieces if the temples were more like traditional ones, 100%. And they've kind of corrected that in Tears of the Kingdom. I think that the dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom are pretty good so far. I've only completed the Rito one and the Goron one, but so far those dungeons have definitely been a lot more gripping, and you know, they felt a lot better, and they used the physics a lot more appropriately for those dungeons. They were very, very fun so far. We're gonna get hit by a red? No, we're not. I think Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, very different Zelda games. I feel like they're the first non-Zelda games. Zelda games. They do not play anything like a traditional Zelda game, other than being very, very fun. The idea of Breath of the Wild was to bring the game back to its roots, which was the original Zelda on the Nintendo Entertainment System. So the whole point of that game was a massive, massive area. You kind of choose which direction you want to go to. And in true open world fashion, they kind of made it where it wasn't very important which of the temples you went to first. You can kind of go to all of them. I do think one of the things that was missing in the new ones is the excitement of new items. Yeah, I do. I totally agree. I think the idea that you kind of get all the abilities pretty much at the very beginning of the game, with like a couple of exceptions, was a little underwhelming. If you were to get more of those abilities over time, I think for sure would be a lot more fun. But it did feel somewhat underwhelming to have pretty much everything by the time you left the tutorial. I can understand why to a certain extent, for sure. But at the same time, I do miss, and I think that's what's great that they're bringing back Ocarina of Time with the re-release, is I do miss traditional Zelda and traditional dungeon solving, and even more traditional with the literal first 3D Zelda game. So Ocarina of Time remake, absolutely going to be playing that on stream when it comes out. Super excited for it. I'm sure everyone's going to be playing it, but just as a gentle reminder, Ocarina of Time is the highest rated Metacritic game of all time. It is the only 99. So having that game come back out, it's pretty massive. Regardless if you're a huge Nintendo fan or not, it's ranked as one of the best games to ever come out. And understandably so. It was extremely innovative, as well as still a very, very, very well put together video game. Especially on the 64, where the 64 was known for a lot of duds. For sure. Nah, Nintendo 64 was goated. I mean, it was fun, and it innovated in terms of the 3D space, but you can ask Willis. If you don't look further than the main IPs, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, one of the games, I love the 64 as my first. Yeah, I mean, the 64 was a pretty good first console. My first console, obviously, was playing on the NES at my grandma's house. Played a lot of NES games. I didn't own a Super Nintendo. I went straight to 64, played a lot of 64. And there were some incredible games. It's the same story Nintendo's had the entire time, right? You stick with the main titles, you stay clear of a lot of third-party sketchiness that don't utilize the technology very well most of the time. You missed out, dog. SNES is where it's at. Well, I played a good bit of SNES games after the fact, right? Like, I've beaten Super Mario RPG twice on the Super Nintendo emulator, and I played the remake. I played Donkey Kong Country, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World. I played a good bit of The Legend of Mana, Kirby Superstar. I played a good bit of Super Nintendo games. I just didn't own it when it came out. That was a part of my life in which I was not doing nearly as much gaming. Oh my god, this lightning was not what we needed. Sonoshroom, what would you say was your console you grew up on, right? Your formative one? For me, I would say it's probably the 64. As well as the GameCube. I think the GameCube is the most underrated console in history, and it's not even like poorly rated. I just think even with as much praise as it gets, it's still not recognized for the absolute monumental change in Nintendo's game development. We made the shortcut, guys. Good, good, good. Super Nintendo. My first memory of gaming was taking a turn on the PS2 wait, hold on 1 second. Let me finish this race out. It's super, super sweaty right now. Blue shell. I should have saved my mushroom. Oh, I made an absolute terrible, grave error. My first memory of gaming was taking a turn on the PS2 for my dad playing God of War. God of War is incredibly fun. I wish they would have went back to the God of War original formula for sure. But that's an incredible way to start gaming with God of War. God of War is great. Super Nintendo has Super Mario World and Mega Man X. That's about all I know. Oh, Super Nintendo's got I played Super Metroid. Tons and tons of incredible games on the Super Nintendo. After that, I played a lot of Super Nintendo, NES, Wii, 64, PS2 mainly. Man, that's a huge repertoire right there. Also, I love the fucking dripped out Yoshi. Yeah, this is what Aku picked. I'm not sure if Aku's still here, but they did redeem for us to play as dripped out Yoshi. We're doing pretty well. I mean, this is not a meta combo in the slightest. As far as I know, it's not a good combo. But I do appreciate all of y'all hanging out, spending time with me on your Friday night, even if you're just watching and not racing. Make sure to check out all the really, really fun redeems we have. We got a lot of fun redeems. I spent a decent amount of time trying to get them all together and making them fun for everybody. Just, you know, some of them are pretty cheap. The ones that are more expensive are the ones that are a little more disruptive to the video experience. But I do appreciate everybody for stopping on by. I've been having a great time tonight. And it's not just because I've been sipping on the Sazerac. Oh, we've been flattened. Well, there we go. The Sazerac. It's not a tiny bottle. Such ass. We haven't been to Choco Mountain yet. Forehead cam. I mean, to be fair, Sonoshroom, most of my camera's forehead anyway. To be quite honest with you. Oh my god, you're so flat. I'm very flat. I'm the flattest streamer out there. Next to that pancake guy. Who I've just made it up for the joke. I will say though that Mario Kart 64 beats the absolute piss out of Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, Super Mario Kart. And it's not even close. Super Mario Kart was like fun, but not even like top 5 best Super Nintendo games. But because it was such a great idea, of course, we've gotten sequel after sequel, and the sequels have only gotten better. Oh my god, I went to go get 3 coins. I think the only Mario Kart I generally got super into was 64. I mean, that's a pretty good one to get into, honestly. That was probably the one I played the most first. But I've played the absolute bejesus out of every Mario Kart since 64, with the exception of like Mario Kart DS. I did not play a lot of Mario Kart DS. Also did not play a lot of Mario Kart Tour on the phone. I did play it once, but wasn't exactly a incredible game in my opinion. And they're shutting it down too, with no plans for an offline mode, in typical modern fashion of phone games just dying and going into non-existence, which is really crappy. Like, Nintendo is pretty good about a lot of the ways they sell and deal with games. Maybe not preserve, but I think that out of the big 3, they're definitely the one doing the least amount of oopsie-whoopsies, fucky-uppies. But the Mario Kart Tour thing is pretty disappointing, even though it's a very, very crappy, like, it's just a phone game. It's not all that great. Get off of me, bro. That was so unnecessary. He drove out of his way. Oh my god. And it put me back on... Okay, we're in dead last. It's about shot o'clock, y'all. Samesies, we're old. I actually think I know how old Sona Shroom is. I won't date them. And I don't mean like that either. But, they're not exactly, you know, a dinosaur or anything like that. I'm not. Don't take too much offense to that, okay? Navad, let me know if you want to swap on over to Knockout Tour. I'm fine with sticking with the regular races, but if you want to do Knockout Tour, just let me know. I'm down for whatever, man. And anyone watching who wants to play, you can add me with a friend code, or you can just let me know and we can restart and create a lobby and you can join on, and it's not a problem at all. I'll stop mid-race, doesn't really matter. Whatever's easier for you. I still take offense to when Spirit said they assumed I was like 40 sob. I haven't spoken to Spirit in quite some time. Alright, I'll see you when you... Yeah, let's do Knockout. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just reboot the game. And I'm not drunk. It takes a good bit of alcohol to actually get me drunk. Okay, let's check and see if I have any friends list. Why does it tell me I have like a notification on this screen, that little dot? What does that even... You know what, I don't care. Nintendo has still yet to refine the online experience. They've been playing other games lately. Power World 1.0 just launched, and they've been playing that. A lot of people in the HS have been playing Power World. I played Power World when it came out for a little bit. Wasn't extremely impressed, but it's fun. But I don't know if I'm gonna ever go play it again. Maybe one day. Certainly not on stream. I don't think Power World's a game I would play on stream. They added knockoff Rayquaza. its peak now. Did they really? What's the name of the PAL? I'll look it up. Sounds hilarious. I like the idea that Will is saying that I'm shithoused and like I'm able to type in the room code effortlessly. I think Power was fine. I'm just not really big into tree punchers, honestly. They're not my favorite kind of game. Tree punchers being like survival crafting games. They're not bad, and there's nothing wrong with people who enjoy those games. Just personally for me, not exactly my favorite kind of game. You know, they're fun, but I think that unless you have a decent amount of time to invest in those kind of games, it's really slow going with the progress. It's kind of like playing an MMO, but it's not massive multiplayer. You got the grind, the end game loops, and all that, but it isn't exactly something that I can see myself getting super invested into. Don't know the name of it, that's totally fine. But I love my survival games. I mean, a lot of people love the survival crafting genre. I like it all right. It's just, I don't know. I always have to ask myself the question, right? Which is, give me like, we're going to do a 30-second timer for anyone who's looking to join. The room code is still on the screen. It's probably why I'm a born gatherer in Final Fantasy. I'll say this, Sonashroom. I always ask myself when I think about those kind of games, right? I think, why play Pal World when I could just play Minecraft? That's usually the question I ask myself. Why play the newest one whenever I'm perfectly fine playing one I already own, I already know a decent amount about? It's just, it has to pass that question for me. That's about it. No, nothing wrong with people who enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with playing the newer ones. Of course not. But I just have to ask myself, why would I play this one when I could just go play Minecraft? There needs to be something more enticing about it, right? With Pal World, I would say that the pals themselves are probably a good reason to do it. Because Minecraft with guns and Pokemon take 2 mods, while Pal World combines them into one game, no mods. I'm going to say something controversial here. And you're going to hate this, but I think the guns are bad. I think that the whole thing with the weapons in Pal World is ugly, unattractive, and one of the biggest turnoffs for that game. I think that if they were to simply just stuck with the Pokemon ripoff through and through, it would have been totally fine. The guns and all that, it just seems kind of like the latest trailer, or at least the one where they announced 1.0. They didn't even show any of the guns in the trailer at all, because I think even they understand that it's super unattractive. Your Pokemon core. Let me enslave my Pokemon and make them manual labor. Well, the crafting stuff's cool. You know, having them craft, having them help you base build, that's fun. But like having them manufacture bullets and guns and all that, it's just, I don't know. It's it breaks my Ludo narrative dissonance of this cute, whimsical world where they're also manufacturing weapons to kill each other. It's just like, I'd rather just beat them up with a Pokemon. They showed a pal turning into a sword. Yeah, that's way cooler. Swords are great. I mean, the latest Pokemon, or one of the latest Pokemon, was called, before Scarlet and Violet, was a Sword and Shield. I thought that was a good one. But the idea of, like, the guns and all that, I don't think is nearly as cool as just, like, the typical, just the typical Pokemon experience. Like, if you're gonna rip off Pokemon, which I'm not saying they did, but if you're going to make your own monster capture game, going and adding guns into it is kind of like making a Mario Kart game and adding like hip-hop. It's like, oh, we're going to make the cool version of the Nintendo game. It's like, well, Nintendo doesn't try to be cool. They just make things fun. If you stick to that formula, I think you're better off. We're just hating modern weapon. Gotcha. I just think it's gross. It's a style clash, honestly. Don't at me, as Sarah Save always says. Don't at me. I just think that it's far less attractive, personally. You know, nothing wrong with Pal World. And I totally think that what you're saying about it's totally valid. Like I said, I just don't think it's necessarily what brings me. That's not what I liked about the game at all. I didn't care about the guns. Oh my god, the bullies. I didn't care about the guns. I didn't care about the bullets. I mean, the bow is like, I guess, all right, but even then, I much prefer the idea of my pals fighting, because you're spending all this time investing in the pals and investing in their abilities to like do things outside the match. Like using a pal as a flamethrower, totally cool, because that's a move that the pal has. Using a pal to wield an AK-47 is just dumb. It just comes off as sophomoric, as realists would say. You know, it's not anything of any real I don't know how to describe it. It just comes off as the cheap knockoff that people were calling it. Great SAT word. I'm assuming you mean ludonarrative dissonance. That's something I saw in a video talking about why The Last of Us Part 2 was not exactly a very... Like, The Last of Us 2 is a game I've not played, but the criticism that I've heard about it is that it spends a whole lot of time trying to tell you that killing's bad, and you spend a whole lot of time killing people in that game and not feeling bad about it at all. So, I think with the ludonarrative dissonance of Pal World is you're playing in this magical, whimsical, beautiful world that is very dreamlike and childlike, and then you're picking up a Pikachu with a freaking, you know, a gat. Well, this Whimsy, you two should do a Soul Link someday. I'd self-insert and offer a 3, but I don't think... what is a Soul Link? What are you... Oh, we're about to get knocked out. What is a Soul Link? Oh, sophomoric. But that's good too. Your brain cell is fine. my individual brain cell, yeah. It's absolutely working for 2 right now. What is a Soul Link? It's co-op Pokemon, essentially. Oh, I would love to do a co-op Pokemon run with Willis. I think that Pokemon's really fun. I think it's like baby's first RPG, but still fun. I don't think they're bad. Which one would we do? Do you have a recommendation? I heard that Pokemon Emerald is the best of the older generation games, so I've been thinking about playing that one. Pokemon Emerald sounds incredible. Nox says she loves Emerald. I never played it. I'd love to play Emerald. Basically, you both do a rando Nuzlocke, and the Pokemon you catch on each route get linked. What do you mean by linked? How does that work? I'm sorry if that's a lot to explain. But I'm assuming what you're saying, it's like a cooperative game, but we do not actually play on the same screen. Looks like Navad got knocked out. Yeah, Navad, we should start another lobby. Yes, exactly. Okay. I'll have to Google and see exactly what that's all about. Because I'm a Pokemon scrub. Alright, I'll be honest with you. So I know very little about even just vanilla Pokemon. I'm a Gen 1er, as they say. Which, I understand it's an insult, but I mean, I am what I am. Ruby, I think I played a little. I think it was Ruby and Sapphire, right? And then Emerald was the third in that series. They always do like one, it was like Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and then Pokemon Yellow. Your brother had Ruby? Yeah, Nox brother was a gamer. Oh, Sam got us a think piece. Give me a second. The Last of Us 2 is not about violence being bad. It's about realizing that the cycle of violence is not worth it. not even for the people you love. It takes a long time for Ellie to discover that and work through her complex feelings to Joel. That's understandable. I actually watched I want to say it was a 2-hour long podcast where people were discussing their feelings with The Last of Us, and that's understandable. I think that is a good point to make, and I haven't played the game, so I can't comment on it. But I think that the critics would say that they struggle to find that meaning for the game derived from gameplay, where story-wise, sure, but I think that the medium of a video game is supposed to, in a sense, be able to tell a story not just through the narrative of the story, but also to tell a story through the narrative of the gameplay. And I think that a game that does that well elevates it to the next level, right? Being able to make decisions in the story in Elder Scrolls game does go with the idea of this is a choose your style of adventure type game. But what elevates it in a gameplay mechanic is the fact that you could choose your class, choose your specials, right? Like your specifications, what would you call it? Your basically your stats on your stat page, and that elevates it beyond what you could ever do in a movie, right? Because if I wanted to watch a great narrative, I'd watch a movie. But I know a lot of people do really like story-driven and story-heavy games. I don't dislike those at all. I just think that the idea that the end-all be-all for a movie and the end-all be-all for the game being the same thing, I don't agree with. Not saying you're positing that. That's just my personal gripe with the modern games. For DS, we had Diamond and Pearl. My brother had Pokemon Pearl, I want to say. He either had Diamond or Pearl, and he loved that game. I didn't play it. I was not much into Pokemon at that time. I actually played a lot of Game Boy Advance games on my Nintendo 3DS. Or, I had a DS for a little bit, but I played a lot of Pokemon, pardon me, not Pokemon. I played a lot of other games on there, in the retros. My first time ever playing through Kirby's Return to Dreamland was on the Virtual Console, I believe. I had Diamond and my brother had Pearl. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. See if we can get a good item here. Trade it out. We can take a shortcut here. You go past this sand pit. Don't fall in like Boba Fett. Actually, was it Boba Fett or Jango Fett? Don't call me out, Star Wars fans. I'm a fake Star Wars fan. I'd say Emerald, Platinum, and Black and White 2 are my favorites. 3D. I mean, are they really 3D though? The 3D Pokemon? Like, I guess 3D graphics. But they're still like top-down, right? I've only ever played Pokemon Blue, Yellow, Emerald, Snap, Stadium, and Pokemon X. So, I mean, that's a good bit of them. I know there's like a billion Pokemon games. But that's still a huge library right there. There's just so many. Yeah, there's a lot. I actually bought Pokemon Snap for the Switch and never played it. We saved ourselves with a feather there, y'all. We were about to fall off the map like a dingus. Pokemon Stadium is peak. Yeah, I played a little bit of Pokemon Stadium on the 64. But I did not know much about Pokemon, so I kind of played it like one time, renting it from a Hollywood Video, which is dating me quite well. But I could not tell you much about it other than, you know, it was fun. I really wanted to play, I know that it's on the NSO right now, but Pokemon Stadium Gale of Darkness, I think is what it's called. I'd love to play that game. I watched a friend of mine play through it, and she had an absolute blast. Gale of Darkness is the one with like a decent story. Man, we were... Oh, this is rough. No! Right on the turtle shell. I was not prepared. So, you know, another series that I have not played a lot of, and in fact, I haven't played any of, is Fire Emblem. And Fire Emblem is made by Intelligence Studios, who also makes Paper Mario. And I love me some Paper Mario. I'm thinking about getting the new Fire Emblem when it comes out. I believe it's next year. And there's a new Pokemon. I think it's Pokemon Wind and Pokemon Waves. Winds and Waves. That's going to be coming out. And I actually might end up buying one of those to kind of get back into Pokemon. I got him with the bomb. He was trying to dodge the blue, and we hit him with the bomb. That was despicable. Absolutely despicable. Oh my god, I tried taking a shortcut because apparently it's faster. Whatever, we're beating up on that guy. Oh man. Welcome back, Willis Whimsy. We're talking about Pokemans. The great and amazing series of Pokemon that is not controversial for its lackluster graphics or anything like that at all. They say Addy shouldn't drink and you say you shouldn't drink and drive, Addy. I mean, I'm doing pretty well. Oh, we just shock dodged too. Come on, brother. Look, you gonna tell me that this ain't the run? First place knockout tour? Come on. Look, we're even taking out first place with a double shell. Look at that. Come on. Howdy, Willis. Howdy. Oh, look, everybody using the bullets. I think we're doing just fine. I think if you were to simply believe in me... Oh, thank you, Navad. We would be doing fine if Navad wasn't, like, focusing me harder than a electron microscope focusing in on a freaking cork. I believe you when Navad isn't sniping. It's not even sniping. He doesn't even have to see the stream to just absolutely kick my ass. He just has to look for Luigi. I'm better off, like, picking different characters as camouflage. If I were to pick a bat, the stupid bat, then he wouldn't be able to know it's me. You know? He's like a youth group chaperone at a sleepover with boys. I don't even know what you're talking about. You gotta explain that to me. Is he like making sure that I don't do too well? He's locked in on you. Yeah, whenever the dance breaks out, he says, you gotta leave room for Jesus. I'm so spiteful that Koopa hit the freaking coin as we were rolling up to it. Oh, we were in. No, damn, we were so close. Nevada rebukes. I only attack you like once this race. Oh man. You know, you're right. You're right. It was only one time this particular race. You're totally right. It wasn't the 15, 16, 17, 25, 32 other times. Absolute degeneracy. Also, that one time when he had a good lead. There was one time. There was a few times. What place we came in? 5th? Nevada, I'm gonna reform the lobby again, if you don't mind. Banger alert. Absolute banger alert. Also, remember guys, we got some new redeems in there. Some of them may even be off of cooldown. For anyone interested, you can ask me questions. You can choose my Kart and character combo. You can lock me up. You can shrink me. You can be mean to me. You can do all kinds of awful things. That being said, I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes just chatting with those of y'all who are either a subscriber or who would be bad enough to run an ad blocker, which people believe don't work on Twitch. But if you look, they do have some that work for Twitch. I would never recommend that though, because of that would probably be a violation of TOS. That being said, we will hang out for just a second because we're at the about the 3 hour mark. So I do want to run some more pre-rolls to get rid of the rest of the ads for people coming in. I hydrate. I'm totally fine, but I will hydrate for you, my friend. In fact, Willis Whimsy. Willis is not a subscriber, so you might lose us here unless you have a very special ad blocker. But I'm just going to run just a little bit of ads to get rid of the pre-roll ads, but I'll stay here and chat with y'all because I have nothing better going on. So if y'all want to do your special redeems, especially for those of y'all who are subscribers, this would be the perfect time to do it. But there we go. Excellent. Atticus, the most beautiful one of all. Are re-upped in private? Oh, you know what? It didn't show it on the other thing. Oh, it does. You know what? You're right though. You did re-up. Well, I appreciate that, Willis. That means that you get the run of the mill. You know. But yeah, we'll be right back, guys. I appreciate everybody for stopping on by. We've been having a really good time here. And before you go ahead and decide to click off the stream, which I highly recommend, don't do it. Don't click the X. No, not. Just stay just right with us, just for a moment. Come on, no, please, come on. Okay, good. Yeah. So for everybody else hanging out, just go ahead, go get a snack, go get some water. Go. You can't escape me. We're just gonna hang out for just a moment and chit chat. But yeah, we'll be right back in 3 minutes, guys. You're not gonna miss any gameplay. We'll be right here. That bit is great. Your screen game's great. I've been trying to do some fun stuff, y'all. You know, that one I actually recorded myself with the mouse movements circling around the X and everything. It wasn't anything too difficult to do. I try to make at least one new screen a week, and maybe even more than that. Not that like it adds all that much individually to the viewer experience, but I do think that it's fun. You know, it's fun to have some goofy stuff. You know, and if those of y'all watching do enjoy the screens, I hope you do. I hope that it's as fun for y'all to watch as it is for me to make. I'm only getting better at making them over time. You know, it's honestly only getting better. So I do appreciate the feedback on it, and I do appreciate everybody hanging out. You know, we're having a good time here. We're just doing some Mario Kart. You know, it's Mario Kart Fridays. And I want to give a... Yeah, those are funny. I'm glad, Navad. Navad's... I was about to say, I want to give a special shout out to those of y'all who've been watching me for a long time. I know that I took a hiatus for a bit, and probably a couple of hiatuses. One of those. But I do appreciate y'all still showing up and hanging out and spending time with me and supporting the stream in any way you can. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do the biddies and all that. I understand that the economy is kind of trash right now. But I do appreciate any time that y'all decide to spend hanging out with me, especially on one of my favorite streams, which is the Mario Kart Friday streams. And there'll be plenty more of those. I have some fun ideas for some streams we're going to do in the future. It's not always going to be a stream where we play a game. Some of them will be streams where we just hang around and talk and just have a good time. Maybe even do suggestions for streams and stuff like that. No problem with that. I greatly appreciate it, Navad. Navad's been watching. Sometimes I'll go watch a really old clip from the channel. I don't recommend it to anybody else because the old clips are awful. But I'll see an older clip and I'll see that I'll have like the little event thing there. And it's crazy to see that there was a point in time where on that event list was Navad following for the first time. And God knows that was like damn near 7 years ago. We're coming up on 7, so it's been a long time, you know? And when I first started streaming, this is more just for fun, more of like a hobby. Not something that I took to any serious extent, just something to do. Damn, for real? About the clips, yeah. I think there's one clip, if you go really deep in there to when we would play Smash Brothers. When we would play Smash on stream, I think you can go find one of the clips that has you as a follower and forward, and some of my IRL friends, even like Zel Cha-Cha following, and y'all been following and watching for a long time now. And it's incredible to still have that support even now. So I do appreciate everybody for hanging out, and you know, in any small way, shape, or form, showing your support. So it's really nice. But with that being said, we got the pre-rolls out of the way. I'm gonna have to go ahead and figure out why though. I was having rendering lag. We don't like rendering lag around here, y'all. We're anti-rendering lag, which is almost like a tongue twister in itself. But yeah, let's go do some knockout tours. I will say that Twitch loves to spam you with notifications. I go look at my Twitch notifications and I have no idea what any of this stuff is. There's so much nonsense on here. It's like, no one cares about this stuff. Absolute chicanery. But yeah, I'm super excited to do Ocarina of Time. Oh, we got the new rally, y'all. Drill Rally is one of the new rallies. Ends in Bowser's Castle. But after Ocarina, we're going to be switching to Willis Whimsy, streaming in game, and I'm just going to be sitting in on that. And if you have any suggestions, you can either suggest it here on Willis's stream or on either of our Discords, something that you'd be interested in watching. Like I said, Willis refuses to play the Thousand Year Door, even though Willis does own the Thousand Year Door remake, which is absolutely peak in many different ways. But I'm still thinking as well, Wind Waker being a really good one too, because Wind Waker is just such a great time. Thousand Year Door would be a goal. Well, don't make me go broke over it, but I'll pitch into that goal for sure. I think it's such an incredible game, especially the remake. Remake's very well done. But there's tons of games. I'm not sure. It doesn't even have to be a Zelda game. I just figured to stick with the theming of it. I was even thinking, Willis, you playing through Majora's Mask to follow up directly behind Ocarina of Time. That being said, I've never played Majora's Mask, so it might be a spoiler, quote unquote, for you to watch, or for me to watch you play through that. So maybe we could bounce around between like 64 games and then like GameCube games, or 64 games and Super Nintendo games. Because it sounds like you haven't played a lot of Super Nintendo games, and there are quite the amount of incredible ones. I even think I suggested to Willis before to try out doing some of the Kirby games. They have some really good Kirby games. In fact, most of them are very good. So like if you wanted to do, I would honestly, if I were to do a Kirby playthrough of like all their games, I might start with I really enjoy the Switch one. They're all so good. The older ones that were still directed by Sakurai, the guy from Smash Bros. Those are some of the best Kirby games. I would say if you want to start off with like Nightmare and Dreamland, that's one of my favorites. It's really, really good. But you really don't go wrong with Kirby games. They're kind of all pretty great. Nightmare and Dreamland, Kirby Superstar, even older ones. Like on the NES, though the NES ones, all NES games feel pretty dated at this point. As great of this console as it was. Man, we are playing like demons right now. But Nightmare Dreamland's great, and there's even a modern sequel that came out on the Wii called Return to Dreamland, which is a co-op game. We could possibly play it together on stream. That'd be great. As a way, like a piece de resistance. Actually, several of the Kirby games are on the Switch 1. Oh, I think we're knocked out. No, we're good. We could play Kirby Superstar on stream together, which would be fun. Because that game is cooperative. I played that a bit with our friend Frank, the tattoo artist. Uncle Frank, as we used to call him. Oh my god. Ultra Beast, chill out, bro. How did I miss that item? Oh, that makes me so mad. Ooh, that was bad. But yeah, I don't think you really go wrong with Kirby games. I mean, there's some Kirby games that are just not very similar to any other Kirby game. So, like, there's the Campus Curse, which is more of a puzzle game. And the one that's like a pinball-esque game or whatever. They're not like traditional Kirby games, but even those games are great. I think that's a lot of people's favorite Game Grumps playthrough is them playing the pinball one, or Canvas Curse. But I don't think that there's really a bad Kirby game. Which is pretty close to what I would describe with Nintendo games. I don't think there's a lot of bad Nintendo games. Or pardon me, I was going to say Mario games. I don't think there's any bad ones per se, but certainly people have their favorites. We're going to throw this on the corner and hope to hit somebody to slow them down for us. Oh, we were dead last on that one. This is such a good rally. Holy crap. Maybe we'll catch him here on the corner with the Kamek. Go and do our bidding. No, we need 10th and better. Or 8th and better, actually. Oh, damn. One place off. Rough, rough. Maybe Nevada did better than us there. Let's see. Oof. Did you get knocked out as well? Rough, 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 rough. You're out? Okay. Go ahead and just reform the lobby. Why not? It's a really good it's a really good rally, but I have not done that rally very often. And I've done the other new one even less. It would have been cool if Nintendo gave us like a roadmap to when these other rallies are coming out. But they kind of said, you know, figure it out, dude. Which is funny, but very Nintendo-like. To just kind of throw us to the wolves and say, figure it out, dude, whenever you want. And for anyone else interested in joining, just go right ahead and hop on in. You can either use my friend code or you can use the lobby code, which is on the screen here. I'll give you 30 minutes. Pardon me, not 30 minutes, that's a long time, 30 seconds. A far more appropriate time. I lied, I gave you 15. You gotta be quicker than that. I was also toying with the idea of putting Splatoon on the schedule. Splatoon 3. I really like Splatoon 3, but I would have to start playing it more to be able to stream it because that is such a sweaty game. You wouldn't be able to tell. I love the ambient noises in this game. Yeah, there's a lot. Like the cars driving by. There's a UFO literally in the background. They did a lot with this game. It's a shame that it got... Whenever you have a Nintendo game at the Game Awards, it's always in like the Nintendo-approved categories, which is like best family game or best multiplayer game. Very rarely Game of the Year winner. Maybe often Game of the Year nominee, but I feel like they do that just to appease Nintendo, not really because it's ever going to win. I'm scared of playing Splatoon. I totally agree, Nevada. Splatoon is incredibly sweaty, but it's really fun. I would be down to even do the salmon run. I think the DLC will light another fire under people. Oh, 100%. I'm really hoping that, like I said, for some reason they haven't given us any kind of roadmap for Mario Kart DLC. They just randomly on a Friday night, I don't even know if it's a Friday night, it might have been like a Saturday night or whatever it was, just decided, oh, by the way, 2 new rallies and 6 more to come. No estimation on when that's going to happen. They just kind of threw it on the Twitter and said, figure it out, dude. In quite Nintendo fashion. Are we going to... Okay, we made it. God, we are in 20th place. This is not good. What's sad is I actually was practicing last night some of the individual courses shortcuts because I want to get better at Mario Kart. I was thinking about possibly trying to get into the competitive lobbies, starting getting really good at it. It's just, I absolutely refuse to play as the meta characters. I don't think you absolutely have to play the meta characters. I think that they're just, you can still be a competitor. You can still, you know, get a name for yourself out there. You're just not going to have the highest lounge score possible if you're not playing as the absolute most meta character. I can hear you, but can you adjust the mic? Can you hear me better? Is this better? The mic's pretty close to my mouth. Does it sound better now? I appreciate that. God, I don't think we're making it, y'all. We didn't get an item on the last cut. It's always a bad time not to get the items on the... Oh my God. Oh, we were out. We were so out. Get some turbulence here. Oh wait, mushrooms galore, mushrooms galore. Oh, we made it, we made it. Good job. That was absolutely awful. Oh man, the killers are out tonight. Oh my God, I cannot believe I let that hit me. That was totally on me. Depending on what we get here, it's going to kind of determine whether or not we win. Alright, we might be able to win here. Now we just need something decent. Actually, no, that's the end of the items right there. We're in the top half, which doesn't mean a whole lot, but it might mean a difference between the back half absolutely butchering us right now. Alright, we made it. I would say this is the segment I've been knocked out on the absolute most. I'm shocked we have two different dodge items for the shock. I'm kind of saving this one for... Oh God. For right here. Oh no, that was bad because we did not get... Well, there's the shock. I should have saved it. We were just talking about it. Oh, you piece of shit! Fuck you! You didn't have to do that! Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, lordy. Oh, I hate you. Oh my God. Disgusting. Disgusting. Oof, I know. I know. It's a rough night for Mario Kart, y'all. A rough night. We're being absolutely vandalized by the villains, the criminals, everything awful. It's alright. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Navad, let's go ahead and just reform the room. You're not doing too bad. Again, you just have Navad on it. Nah, Navad wasn't even a part of that one. I think he's getting absolutely... Do you want to go back to normal races, Navad, or do you like Knockout Tour? Because I'll say that the Knockout Tour is proven to be quite brutal right now. I guess that's the nature of it. That's just Knockout Tour. Like, you're not going to be in the top 4 every time unless you're, like, good with the sauce. What do you say, Navad? I'm down for either one. I'll change my Kart, though. If we're doing more Knockout Tour, I'll change to the faster one. Yeah, but he's in your fucking head now. Yeah, no. I gotta check behind my shoulder every time. Make sure I don't have a mega mushroom about to absolutely flatten me and rob me for every penny that I'm worth. More regular races? I like that. Let's do some more regular races. I wanted to ask about how were you enjoying the Dragon's Dogma 2 versus Dragon's Dogma 1 in terms of the streams? I feel like Dragon's Dogma 2, despite the absolutely rocky start to that one, sorry for the PTSD. You're fine, you're fine. I like Dragon's Dogma 2 for the story bits a lot more. I feel like they did a much better job of making the story more interesting and engaging, where Dragon's Dogma 1 has a good story, it's just not nearly as flavorful. You know, not that it's bad. I don't think Dragon's Dogma 1 has a bad story. I just think that it doesn't feel like a full and complete story. It's a pretty short game. And the second game feels fairly short as well, to be quite honest. Again, I don't think it's a bad game at all. I just think that, I don't know. They feel the same. Looks fun, though. They are pretty similar. You're not wrong for that assessment. They're very, very similar. I would just posit that they're, like I said, they don't compete against each other in my mind, not directly. It's much more of a either or kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like, it's a choose your poison. Dragon's Dogma 1, I think, has, for now, a far more fleshed out end game, a far more engaging enemy variety. But Dragon's Dogma 2, the gameplay is incredible. The graphics, it's an incredibly good looking game. It looks really good. And I'm not the kind of guy to really get bent out of shape about a game not looking, you know, like a freaking real life video camera. But I do think that the big draw for that game is extremely gorgeous and super immersive for it. And I do like the combat a lot too. I like the combat in both of them, honestly. I feel like older games still can have incredible gameplay. Where they lack in the visuals, they always seem to make up for in just really solid execution of the gameplay, really tight controls. Dragon's Dogma 1 feels incredible when you actually know how to play it well. But I might bounce between the two. Between Dragon's Dogma 1 and Dragon's Dogma 2. Maybe play them in a way that we kind of pace them together, which would be really fun. It'd be really nice to kind of see how both of them... They're very similar games. I feel like Dragon's Dogma 2 is a direct response to the criticisms that people have with Dragon's Dogma 1, as well as the director's emotional response to being asked to make the second game. Willis says, I enjoy DD, honestly. It's a nice casual watch. Yeah, for sure. You know, it's not a fucking 500 IQ game by any means. Dragon's Dogma 1 has a lot more curatives and a lot more ailments to watch out for. Whereas Dragon's Dogma 2, it's a little more streamlined. Oh my god, bats. Yeah, look at the screen right now, y'all. Let's take a screenshot. There's how many bats right now? I can't even see. There's a lot, yeah. We're in a high elo lobby, Divide. Welcome. Oh my god, Donkey Kong's fucking massive. Holy shit. Why is Donkey Kong so good? Maybe they're in a group. You can only have a group of, like 4 people when you launch into a lobby, but they may have joined off each other. But no, that's just a meta character. What's funny is, outside of the the transformations, I don't think I've ever played the back character. Which is to say that if someone were to redeem the choose my character, you might actually see me play as the, I drove into that bomb on purpose, by the way. I knew I had the iframes for it. No! Oh, that's bullshit. I was trying to take that shortcut and I got hit by a boo. If you redeem the choose my character and make me play as the swoop, I believe is what it's called, you might actually get to see what happens if I choose the meta character. I don't know if I would do all that well because I've never actually played him before. Outside of, like I said, the times I was transformed into swoop. Though I'm not exactly dying to play as swoop. Might be interesting though. Might be interesting. I've never done this map backwards. I'm just gonna do the normal shortcut because I do not know how to do the meta shortcut. I will save this feather though because we might be able to do the shortcut here. Yeah, this is the shortcut. Second place? Hold on. Second place? We take those. We absolutely take those. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. Yeah, fuck. Look at that. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Almost half of the entire race right now is playing as the swoop. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's sad. Yeah, I know. We're talking about having one brain cell between me, Aku, and Willis. The real one brain cell is everybody picking the absolute meta. Not only that, the person on my right is playing as Baby Peach, but they're also in the same weight class and the same vehicle. So, like, everyone loves to play the meta pick, which is like, look, play whatever character you want, honestly. But I will say this, though, and I don't mean this to be insulting, though, but I think that playing simply the meta character in the game is kind of boring. I know. Not very original of me to say. But I do think that everyone loves to cheer for an underdog hero. You know? I think that everyone loves to see whenever we play as a character that we don't pick for the meta, we pick because we love them. And I would much rather play as a character I like than as a character that I think is the winningest character. Preach! Yeah, like Captain Falcon was not top tier in Super Smash Bros. Melee for a long time. He was, you know, 5th tier, but in a game where everyone plays as Marth, Fox, Sheik, Falco, and that's about like the top of the top tiers, right? Seeing people play as Captain Falcon, you always rooted for Captain Falcon because he's straight up aura. You know, had nothing to do with whether or not he was top tier. No one cares about Captain Falcon being top tier. That is like the man with the, you know, the golden nipple plates. Can you blame him? Captain Falcon's kind of he's that guy. I did not want to hit that palm tree. But I don't think there's anything wrong with picking meta. I think that if you take the competitive scene seriously, right? It's just destroying that swoop casually in the middle of the conversation. Oh my god. If you want to win a lot, yeah, play the top tiers, for sure. But even in fighting games, I was never interested in playing the most top tier character. I feel like in a game where there's dozens of characters to choose from, why not pick the one that speaks to you on a personal level, as opposed to, oh, well, this character online everyone says is the best character. Like, go for it, sure. But I much like Luigi. And then swoop. Oh my god, can I please get something? We're trying our best, guys. We're trying our best. Damn, dude. Wait. There we go. We can still take the shortcut. I'm gonna go for the poor man's Tarzan right here. What? Dude, who hit me up there? That's crazy. I was like all by myself up on a wall, 200 miles. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely shreked. That was awful. I cannot believe that was... Damn. Damn, that was bad. God, that was so bad. What the hell was that? Dude, I was in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. You know what? I take back what I said. I'm taking it back. If you're out there playing Swoop, I don't respect you. You know, that's all I'm going to say. I just don't respect you. I cannot even read that name because of the awful coloring scheme on here. Zohail Bali? I have no idea what that says, but I'm going to remove that comment because it looks like somebody's address. And I don't know if I'm cool with that. But welcome into the stream. Yo, buddy, I just followed you. I'm also a fellow streamer. Let's support each other. Grind and maybe play some games. Sometimes let's contact and make it official on Discord. Your Discord name's not even the same name. Dude, I'm getting like hit by the bots at the same time. This is crazy. Usually people just say hi. You're not wrong. That's funny. We crept into the late hours in which the bots are perusing low viewership streams and stumbled upon us here. What the hell? Can I like delete this? Yeah. I don't think I could delete it since the bot sniped him so fast. Holy crap. That's funny though. What's weird is that going to be the bot's Discord? Alright, let's try to get a decent placement, y'all. Because if that's like somebody's actual Discord, you're like ratting on yourself, right? That was despicable. He tried to hit me with the horn though, so I kind of felt a certain type of way. Trying to hit him with one of those bananas. Oh, I wanted to get that star, but it dropped right on him. I tried to hit the Patui to get the star off of him, And he dropped it at his feet instead of ahead of him, which I did not expect with the bomb, but now we know. Guess what time it is? 11:03? I'm not sure. Let me know. Is it Final Fantasy 14 time? Oh, God. Alright. Alright. Time to remind us how much you mean to us. Oh, that was adorable. What an adorable thing to say. Oh my god. It's always at the last second that I start doing the dumbest shit possible. No! Come on! What? Oh. We were in dead last. You know what? I don't even care. Fuck it. We'll play the crab. Crab time. God mercy. This rendering lag is actually kind of pissing me off. It's probably because we're also streaming YouTube. No one's watching on YouTube right now. See you later, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. If you want to keep watching the stream, head on over to Twitch where you can actually interact with the stream in a more meaningful way.